Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, and the Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. The Golden Eagles' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Navy midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just want to see what they do today.
Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Their off-season, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. And the Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They go to the ground. There he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The give on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Let's talk for a minute about Southern Miss. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Lost a throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robles.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Back open in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
The Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. On the move, it's Moffitt. Picks up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Good timing on the quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires on the move. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Dances away. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Navy will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll give it to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Power football with the run. Can't get just dismissing tackles. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Golden Eagles are in the hurry-up. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Finding an escape route. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. That gives him 54 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Golden Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll try to run it in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
10, maybe 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man quickly. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle, it's hooked. Brings him down at the 48, it's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's hooked. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Snagged in the middle. It's Robles. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. They just keep firing. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Trucks through the defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. He's got 67 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Quick completion to the right. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. And the Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's hooked. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Robles. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Grabbed over the middle, it's hooked. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Unloads quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Golden Eagles in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down. And the Golden Eagles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And here comes the Navy offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Running back searching for a hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Golden Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They send the tight end in motion. Gives it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Finds his man. It's Hooks. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the gun, running back gets to give. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the...
Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Robles. Touchdown, Navy! And that one will give them the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Golden Eagles will try to pin them back with the punch. Nestles it in at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the ground with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Listen, that play didn't work great, but you keep the defense honest, right? Make sure they know, listen, you better stay home. You better stop getting aggressive and trying to run this direction, or else we're going to continue to run the misdirection the other way.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. In the red area, it's Moffitt. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it down the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. The Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. Let's chat for just a moment about Southern Miss. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick release on the RPO. He smashes his way through again. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They feed him again. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. They're going to run it. Hard running there. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Stopped short of the marker, and a stop for this defense, and they get the ball back.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Makes the grab. It's Robles. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Give to the running back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. You know, the critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on the... And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone. I
agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
All by himself. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Release to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Willis. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this